Hello friends, welcome to Curiosity Created. Today I've decided to, as the second day of my journey of programming a game, I've decided on which game I'm going to create. It's going to be a kind of a rock, paper, scissor type game. So far what I've done is basically just kind of made a dummy mock-up of the HUD, and I'll kind of go through how I made these and all this setup. And I got the basic game view set up. To start with, I just made folders for all the things I think I'll need. I'm not sure. But I just want to start organized right from the beginning. In the blueprint, I just made blueprints for each of these classes: the game HUD, my controller, the game mode, and my pawn. And in the settings, project settings, edit, project settings, and our maps and modes, I set up the as I use my game mode, so I have access to these. I just set this default my pawn, my game hub, and my controller. And then also I set up a camera actor in the view. Let's see if I can show that. So there's my camera actor. It's just pointing straight down to the ground. And I also pinned, so like if you click off it, you don't see this little view there. And I just kind of wanted to see as I was working, so I pinned this to the preview so I can see it. I adjusted the directional light to 5 lux, and also on the camera, because when I was playing, and I can't show this now, but it would slowly go from dark to bright. So I found out online what I got to do is under post-processing, I hit the max and the min, and I set that to 1 to begin with, but it was too bright, so if I go 1 and 1, the screen's too bright. I think 10 and 10 there is a good value. I don't really know exactly what they do, but now if I play it, it just stays the same. It doesn't go from bright to light to that. The brightness doesn't change as I go, because before it would start darker and go brighter. And that's just not what I want to do. Probably, let's see if I can see if it would do it. Yeah, that's kind of what it did. So if I push play, no, now it's not doing it. But anyways, so that set that up. The next thing I did was I created a HUD. Oh, and also put, I made just a black material. All this is a, you put 3, you hold 3 down and click it, and it creates one of these color picker things. And then I just attached it to the base color, and I just left it as black by default, because that's just going to be the background of the, so on my game here, on my left floor, I just made that as my default material. I probably should name this. Sorry for this. Oh, come on. Okay. Rename. Oh, and I just screwed it up. Okay, anyways, I'll do that. So I'll do this anyways. I should have done this before. Oh, okay, it's okay. Should do the right. I'm not sure if this is the right syntax or whatever they use for naming conventions, but it's what I'm using anyways. So I just applied this to the level by just dragging and dropping it on there. And then the big thing I did today was in my HUD, I created a user interface right there. HUD widget blueprint, and that's what this is. So when I opened it up, I have this screen here. And all I have is kind of a dummy text boxes, a couple text boxes. I dragged them in to here, like that, and just typed in under text blocks what I wanted to say. Anyways, I don't need that. I do need to label these, so player name AI. I probably should. I'm sorry, I should have done this off screen. AI score. And then on the buttons, I'll rename these. They're not functional right now, but they look like buttons. So I wanted to set this one up. This is the big thing I did today, was the buttons, changing the colors and setting up the UI. For the button, I just took a button icon in here, resized it, and then placed it. I also duplicated it, so it creates a duplicate of that button. So that's what I did to create these down here. And the only thing I really changed, I didn't do any, the only thing I changed on it is under styles. I wanted it to change color, so when I push play here, see how it goes when I hover over, it gets darker. I click it, it goes back to normal color, and then when I'm off it, it also goes back to that same color. So I kind of wanted that just basic functionality, and it's already set up into the blueprint, into the HUD blueprint to be able to set that up. It's under style. The normal is what is happening right now, so as it's showing right now. So when nothing's happening over top of it, that's this color. That's this. And to change that, I changed, I made this blue. Let's make this blue. So that's the base, that's the overtop one. As it's normal, just normal color. And I'll do the same thing for the pressed. Just make those two 0, and everything else is the same. This is 1, intensity, or blue intensity, I don't know. I'm not a expert in that. And then for this, I wanted it to get a little bit darker, so I do that same thing. I start off at 0, but the value of it I put 0.25, so that just drops it down, makes it darker. And again, I don't really know the terms behind it, but play. See, it just makes it darker, and when I click it, it goes back to that color. Again, these buttons don't do anything yet, but that's what I plan on doing for next time. I want to see something. So the hover down, when I press, I want to change the size. See if that changes the size. It'd be nice if it changed that size, but I'll see if that worked. Alright, well that's going to go just revert back to normal. Didn't change anything. That's okay. So anyways, that is all I've done today. Tomorrow I want to try to get set up the scene a little bit better and get those buttons start functioning. So yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you